it's March. Today I'm going to teach you 5 super easy ways to use less water in your house. But before we get started, I want to take a second to talk about why it is so important to conserve our water. With over 70% of the Earth's surface being water, you would think that there's plenty to go around. But out of all the water on Earth, only 3% of it is fresh water, meaning it's not salt water like what's found in the oceans. Then you take that 3%, and only 1% of that 3% is able to actually be used. The other 2% is frozen in our ice caps. So out of all the water on Earth, we only have 1% that we can use to drink, to take showers, to water our plants, and for all the other amazing things that we use water for. So that's why it's so important to be mindful of how much water that you're using and try to use as little as possible. So, are you ready? Here are 5 easy ways to use less water daily. And we're going to go ahead and get started in the bathroom by talking about how to brush your teeth using as little water as possible. So we're going to do that by keeping the water off while we brush our teeth. So you can take your toothbrush and go ahead and get it wet under the water, and it doesn't matter if you like to put your toothpaste on before or after you get your toothbrush wet. To each their own, but the main point is that after you have the toothpaste on and you brush your teeth, you're turning the water off for the entirety of brushing your teeth, and then you can turn it back on to rinse at the end. Doing this can save over 1,500 gallons of water a year. How awesome is that? Alright, tip number 2 is to flush the water as little as possible. Every time we flush the toilet, we use over 1.5 gallons of water, so we should really conserve our flushes to when we need to. So if you blow your nose or you kill a bug and throw the tissue in the toilet, just let it sit there until you use the bathroom and have to flush it. The name of the game is flushing the toilet as little as possible. Number 3 is for taking a shower. When you're letting your water heat up, instead of letting all that cold water go right down the drain, you can use a pitcher, a bowl, a bucket to catch the water so that it doesn't just go to waste. And then once it's warm, that water can be used to water your plants, to feed a dog, to soak dirty dishes. The possibilities are endless. Alright guys, tips number 4 and 5 are going to be for the kitchen. So when you have dirty dishes, skip pre-rinsing unless absolutely necessary. And if you do have food that's stuck on, go ahead and soak it as opposed to running water over it for a while. Every minute we use a kitchen faucet, we're using on average 7 gallons of water, whereas a dishwasher typically only uses 4 to 6 gallons per cycle. And tip number 5 is to not run your dishwasher until it's completely full and on the appropriate size setting. While a dishwasher does use a lot less water than the kitchen sink, we still want to conserve as much as possible. And the same is true for our washing machines. So those are 5 easy ways to use less water in your house. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for trying to use less water, and I'll see you guys soon.